we've got the eyes and ears, I would like to say that if you are interested in joining the most authentic sim racing experience on the PlayStation 4 platform, then head to www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. That's www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. Click on register as a driver, get yourself involved in the action, become a part of the racing that you see live in front of you at this moment, become one of these guys having your name called out, become a star of the Project Cars 2 PS4 sim racing business. Obviously we've got 5 championships this week. We've got the touring cars running at Watkins Glen Short on Tuesday night. Tier 1 will be broadcasted live onto our YouTube channel. Also we got the Thursday Night Lights series. The car and track is still yet to be decided. This is a random car, random track run every week. We've got the GT4 Ginettas running at Silverstone National on Friday evening, and the LMP1 Championship, the championship decider, on Saturday night between Champ and Richie. That's going to be a fantastic battle to see who can take that one. Obviously the inaugural LMP Championship in Robbins Racing. So we have got 30 seconds until lights out here for round 8 of the Robbins Racing GT3 Championship sprint race here at Long Beach. Yasko VR starting on pole position. He's got the man in second place in the championship behind him on the front row.
Let's try and make up some ground off the line. Keep it clean.
Who's going to get off the line better here? We're about to find out. And the lights are out, we're underway. Looks like a good start there from third place from Johnny, but he had to slow down because Yasko got a not so good start in front of him. Having said that, Yasko's got off the line better than Leo. And Leo definitely coming under attack here. Looks like Uniclark got a good start. He may try and outbrake him coming into tailway. Uniclark dives down the middle and runs very, very wide. That's going to allow, well, Leo to challenge here on the... And Duff Tino's up to P3. We're hearing Disco maybe involved in an accident there in turn 1. So Duff Tino gains 2 places off the line there. Yasko VR leads the field. Leo in second. Then we've got Duff Tino hassling the back of Leo in P3. Then Effie, Johnny, Bruce Law, JR, Fury, Amberchewy, Lionsfoot, Tuggy Bear, Disco, Uniclark, Nicky and VMX Rider at the back of the field. Duftino really hassling the back of Leo all through turns 1 and 2, up through the first couple of straights and up through these next couple of corners. It looks as though he's going to slot into the slipstream. This is Lamborghini power as we head down under the AAA insurance bridge. And is Duftino going to try and move around the outside? He's not going to get it to work around there. Surely not. No, he would have had the inside for the next corner. Had to back out of that one. Yasko at the front, building up a gap now. 1.3 seconds was the gap coming out of the last turn. Duftino is going to start back into the slipstream of Leo. Let's see if he can try and go for a move. Duftino with his lights on. We've obviously got, he's known for having those lights flashing on and off. We hope that he will not be doing that this evening. Is he going to look for a move up the inside coming into turn 2? Not close enough this time around. But Duftino, we know, always loose. That back end tends to be all over the place, but he keeps it in check most of the time. But Leo definitely more than his match at the moment. Looking back, we've got looks like JR here closing onto the back of Effie here for P6. Few of these boys with warnings from the race director here. We're going to keep eyes on our battle here for P2. Duftino definitely a little bit closer now than he was a few moments ago. Lights on, eyes wide open. Effie now with his mirrors full of JR lock and load. And you can see this Lamborghini behind him really looking to gain some places. Didn't get a great start off the line, but he is really hassling the back of him at the moment as they come down the straight over the line to complete lap 2. And JR, I can see the closing speed there, but looks like Effie's trying to evade the slipstream coming into turn 2 the left-hander, and JR gets a nice exit there. Is he going to maybe go for a move? No, thinks better of that one as they come round the roundabout curve. Duftino's had a moment, and he's got Johnny Hass in the back of him now. Johnny in turn has got Bruce Law right behind him as well. In the background you can see Effie and JR, who we were just riding with just a moment ago, losing tabs with these guys. JR's going to have to clear Effie as soon as possible if he wants to have a chance of challenging these guys at the front. But maybe he doesn't have the pace to do so. Oh, as we see Duftino into the wall, and that's going to allow Johnny through. Is Bruce going to get through as well? Bruce maybe will pick up the pieces. So our Czech driver there seems to be struggling. He was hassling the back of Leo earlier. Maybe he's got some damage from the earlier contact with the wall. We didn't catch it on the stream. Although he does seem to be sticking to the back of Bruce, so maybe just a little bit of an uncharacteristic error there from Duftino. As we exit the last turn, JR seems to have lost the back of Effie a little bit, and Lion's Foot there seems to have got through past Fury. Lion's Foot on the team radio there, saying maybe Fury wasn't 100% clean with him as he came by. What's happened to our former race leader, Yasko? He's down in P2. Leo's taken the lead of the race. Goodness only knows what happened to our race leader, our championship leader, but Leo with a great opportunity in this sprint race. Lead of the race. Yasko maybe ran wide, ran into the wall at some point on the on lap 4. We didn't see that. So, well, we're just having a look. The last lap time from Yasko, 1:23. So it must have happened at the end of lap 3. And so we have got Leonardo, Joe Pereira in the lead of the race now. Second in the championship, a gap at the front, 31 points in the championship. Was helped by one of Yasko's no-shows in one of the rounds. He actually had to go and he had to take his wife to the hospital because she went into labour during the race. Congratulations, by the way, 2 weeks old, his new baby. So Leonardo with a 2.4 second lead over Yasko. Yasko, I'm sure, will be wanting to fight back. Still 14 minutes left to go. A long way to go in this race. Leo's got a long way to go if he wants to make some gains in this championship lead that Yasko has. Just 31 points at the top. It's not as much when you think about it. 35 points for a race win, 70 points up for grabs over the 2 races, and then you've got the 3 bonus points, 1 for pole position, which Yasko has grabbed in this one. Then you've got the fastest lap in each race, 1 extra bonus point. Battle for P3, we've got Duftino hassling the back of Johnny. So Duftino seems to have picked up Bruce Law. And in the background we've got Lion's Foot trying to get past Fury. Fury, obviously one of the newer members of the Robbins Racing League, has raced in a few of the Thursday Night Lights series and LMP1 as well. Lion's Foot, a veteran of our leagues, currently in 5th place in the GT3 Championship. Always very consistent, but not doing so well in this one. Doesn't have the car set up for whatever reason. And what's happened to Disco McDisco Face? Something happened in the last corner. Team radio, apparently Effie was stranded in the middle of the track and Disco nowhere to go, no way of avoiding him.
He went wide in the corner and spun on the exit.
So Effie there making an uncharacteristic error, just catching Disco. And Disco, the unfortunate victim of Effie's accident there. Seems like Disco much worse off from that one than Effie was. Disco not having a good race for whatever reason, can't get it sorted out around here. We're qualified in P9. We've seen Disco so far this season always up there challenging for the podium positions. Currently 8th in the championship. Inconsistency has definitely been one of his problems this season. We're just having a look. JR Lock and Load has lost heaps of time. Somewhere on the lap. I must have gone into the wall. We missed that one. So JR running down in P12. He's onto the back of Nicky though. Making quick progress. You can see that one of his lights has been taken out. So that obviously the left front of that car has definitely taken a hefty whack at some point. in these opening 8 minutes of this sprint race for Robbins Racing's GT3 Championship. Round 8 here at Long Beach. JR, is he going to go for a move into the last corner? Nicky goes defensive. So JR's going to have to work it if he wants to get past him for P11 here as we head down the straight, and JR in the slipstream. One light on. He's doing a little wink for the cameras. Are we over the line now? He's going to show him the inside. Is Nicky going to take the bait? No, Nicky holds his nerve under braking. Good driving from both of these boys. Is JR going to... Oh, who's that? That's Fury there, spinning into the wall. So yellow flag through sector 1. Yellow flags. VMX and Tuggy, watch out. Yellow flags. Fury's in the wall. Having a look at our battle for P1. Leonardo Joe Pereira leading the race, but only 0.6 of a second separates him and our Bosnian driver Jasko VR. Championship 1 and 2 reversed currently in the standings of this race at the moment. Leonardo second in the championship, leading this race. Jasko VR hassling the back of him. Is Jasko going to go for a move to the inside? No, he's going to go to the outside. Leo covers the position. Leo's going to be compromised on the exit because he's had to take a tighter line through the corner, and Jasko's going to have a look, but it's not going to get him down the next straight into the roundabout. These guys definitely set for this one. I think that Leonardo, obviously with the prime position, he's got track position at the moment with Jasko's little error that he made on lap 4. So Jasko's going to have to work for this one. Obviously qualified 0.8 of a second clear of his nearest rival. He's had pole position in the last 5 events for this GT3 Championship. Really is king of qualifying, our Bosnian driver. And we see P10, JR has got round Nicky for P10. But, oh, is that JR into the wall? It was JR having a moment. And JR's retired from the race. JR lock and load is out of this one. Disaster for our man from York. Leader of the Robbins Racing Discord. So JR's out of this one. That's desperately unlucky for him. And if he's in the feature race, he will have to start from the back. Back to our leaders. Leo with the lead. He's got it. Jasko wants it at the moment. But can he get it off of him? As we see, there's a lapped car just there in the background. I think that's VMX. Good driving there from VMX, mate. Nice, good. That's good. That's what we want to see in the Robbins Racing League. When the blue flags are waved. These guys know what the blue flags mean. And it's good to see they're adhering to the rules of racing. 0.4 of a second separates our top 2. We're going to stick with our leaders here.
Sorry, Nick, mate. Nah, you're right, stop. Sorry, mate.
Jasko again showing Leo the inside, but Leo not tempted to go defensive. Out of the last turn. Yellow versus red Lamborghini. Is Jasko going to go for a move into turn 2? And again, just a little bit too far back at the moment. These boys lapping a 1.5 seconds or a second quicker than the rest of the field at the moment. Class of the field, these two boys at the front. Gap to Johnny, 14 seconds at the moment. Dartinho does appear possibly to be closing in on Johnny, so we're going to keep tabs on the battle for P3, the final podium spot at the minute. Dartinho there with one headlight, very similar to what JR had a few moments ago when we were riding with him. So Dartinho also one of the boys to have taken a whack at some point with the barriers, and that's what Long Beach is, one of those circuits where you're never too far away from a collision with the barriers. Very, very tricky street circuit. Very, very quick for a street circuit. Faster than pretty much any of the other ones that you see on any of the racing calendars. Is Dartinho going to go for a move up the inside? Has a look. Thinks better of it. But I thought for all the world like Duftino was going to go for a move there. Leo's made a mistake. Yasko VR's into the lead of the race. Yasko VR back into the lead.
Off in turn 1.
And Tuggy Bear's into the wall. Turn 1. Yellow flag through turn 1. Tuggy Bear in the wall. Yasko VR, our championship leader, given a bit of a gift here. Leonardo with the mistake. Both of these guys making mistakes in this race, but it's Yasko with the ascendancy. P1, we're on lap 11 here. We've got 6 minutes to go in this sprint race. Stay tuned for the feature race. This is going to be an epic battle between these guys. Leo very, very unlucky. He's closing the gap back on Yasko as I say that. But Yasko with a 6-second advantage. He just has to bring this one home as it stands. And our Bosnian base driver will take the win in our sprint race as long as he can keep it going, keep it facing in the right direction. As I think we can see someone on the other side of the barrier there in a bit of trouble. That is Amber Chewy there in the barriers. Blue flags for Amber Chewy. And he is moving over to the side of the road. Nice driving there, mate. Our South African driver actually is a race winner around this track. So he's got the course, he's won around this course before in the GT4 category. Friday Night Genettas, GT4s. He's one of the top guys in that category, but obviously in this one still finding his feet, still relatively new to the GT3 league. It's good to have him with us, always a clean, very respectful driver. And we're delighted to have him as part of the Robbins Racing League. Yasko still with the 6-second lead, so Leonardo was 0.4 of a second faster last time around. I do feel that he has maybe blown this one though. He might be too far back. Battle for P5. Bruce Law with Disco Face all up in his mirrors. In the background we can see Effie also closing onto the back of these boys. Again, these guys pretty much planted through there. The AMG is going to struggle for the slower corners, but on the straights that's where it's really going to take off. But Bruce Law doing a very, very nice job there in the BMW. Effie does seem to be losing these guys a little bit at the moment. So it's all about, can Bruce Law hold on as we approach the final 4 minutes here of this sprint race. Disco McDisco Face with his now very famous red AMG livery. All over the back of him. Is he going to get a nice exit? Oh, Disco slight contact with the wall on the inside of the track there as he comes out of the last corner. Slightly compromised, a little bit too far back on this occasion as a result. So Bruce Law holding it for now. Gap at the front. 7 seconds. Yasko pulled out another second there at the front of the pack and does appear to have control over this one. Maybe just seeing this one out at the moment. Thank you all to the guys on stream. Thank you for your comments. If you're interested in joining the Robbins Racing League, head to www.robbinsracing.co.uk. Become a part of the league. Become a part of the action that you see in front of you. Battle for P3. Duftino having a look up the inside of Johnny. Is he going to make the move? Duftino's up into our final podium spot. Our Czech driver with a nice move there coming out of that corner and it made a dive, made it stick. With that one headlight, slightly damaged front of that car, Duftino. Hell of a job from him to get that car up into P3. Johnny's going to fight him though for this one. He's not going to let him have it. And running to the back of it, all contact there. Johnny losing heaps of time there, running into the back of Duftino. So Duftino with what is now a 1.5 gap here to Johnny. On to lap 14. We're just going to have a look. We're going to ride with our man in P5, Bruce Law. Still got Disco McDisco Face for company. Disco not letting him go. He's still in that draft. Still got him in his sights. Definitely had a nicer call. Oh, Bruce Law was definitely wobbled through there as we got Disco right onto the back of him now. And Disco also with damage to that car. You can see one headlight on, one headlight off. see what this exit's like here. They're going to encounter some traffic. That looks like Amber Chewy. Nice driving, mate. Good stuff. Disco having a look. Thought better of that one. Bruce Law doing a nice job here defending from our man from Scotland. Bruce Law, obviously one of our pro LMP1 drivers and solid in the GT3s as well. Disco right onto the back of him now as he's going to try the cut back and get a lovely exit out of the final turn. Disco face onto the power, up into P4. That is, well, up into P5, sorry. These guys are going to go wheel to wheel as they come through turn 1. This long right-hander. Is Bruce Law going to try and come back at Disco as they come into turn 2? Disco goes defensive. Bruce Law not going to get around him that time. So Disco is my man up into P5. They've been going at it the last few laps, but it looks like Disco's got the move. We know that Bruce is going to fight him for everything he can in this one. Looks like Duftino has cleared off Johnny for the battle for P3, so he has got that one all but sorted. 3 seconds now, the cushion that he has got. Disco just about holding off Bruce. These boys still going at it here. We're going to ride with our race leader here, Yasko VR, who is on to the final lap of the race. He's just started what will be the final lap because the timer has hit 0. So Yasko VR coming into turn 2. He is on the last lap. We're going to stick with our battle here for P5 because this is getting red hot here. In terms of Disco's delivery, this is very, very red as we come out the last turn. Is Bruce going to try and get Disco slipstream as they come over the line? Under the Toyota bridge now. And he looks a little bit too far back. Disco with the straight line speed advantage in the AMG. That M3, no chance in the straight line. It's the corners, it's the slow corners where Disco is going to be struggling. And Bruce is going to really try and come back at him on this last lap. Uniclark also pulling up onto the back of Effie here. Our man in P7. Uniclark, our man from Swindon, one of our pro touring car drivers. Hassel in the back of Effie. This is for 7th place. Back to Disco. He's definitely pulled the gap here on Bruce. Looks like he's comfortable in that position. So we're going to ride with Yasko VR. He crosses the line to take the sprint race here at Long Beach. Leonardo finishes in 2nd place. Unlucky Leonardo with the retirement there. Well, not the retirement, sorry, the accident there that he had in the last couple of laps, which allowed Yasko to retake the lead of the race. Duftino completes the podium in 3rd. Our Czech driver from Olomouc, he finishes in 3rd. We've got Johnny in 4th. Disco is going to take home 5th place. Bruce has gone into the... Well, no, that wasn't Bruce. Yep, no, that was Bruce going into the barriers. In the background. And Bruce comes over the line in 6th place. Effie is going to just about hold on here for 7th ahead of Uniclark. Nicky is about 40 seconds down in 9th place. He's going to come over the line. Good, solid top 10 finish there from Nicky. Lions Foot's going to round out the top 10 as long as he can keep Amber Chewy behind him. Amber Chewy a lap down, so Amber Chewy's not going to finish this race. I think Lions Foot also a lap down as we see Amber Chewy spinning the car there. Is that? No, it's not Amber Chewy, that's VMX rider there spinning the car. So that was our sprint race, ladies and gentlemen. Yasko VR taking the victory. 4.3 seconds was the eventual gap that the winner had over Leonardo. Joe Pereira, then Duftino completing our podium in 3rd place. Johnny in 4th. Disco, after a late pass on Bruce Law, a nice little battle those boys had, finishes in 5th. Bruce Law 6th. Effie in 7th place. Uniclark, our man from Swindon, late charge there on Effie. Couldn't get the position, ended up 8th place. Nicky in 9th place. Lions Foot rounding out our top 10. Amber Chewy 11th. VMX, Tuggy Bear. We're going to go to our feature race here for round 8 of the Robbins Racing GT3 Championship here at Long Beach, boys. We're going to take 5-10 minutes, let the boys have a break, get their drinks sorted, and all that sort of thing. And we will be back very, very shortly. Stay with us. We'll be 5, maybe 10 minutes tops. And we'll get the feature race underway. Let's get a screenshot of the results and we will proceed. And he has gone. Tuggy Bear's put his foot down. We are away for the feature race for the here at Long Beach. Looks like we've got Disco. That's Lion's Foot there making a challenge around the outside. It's Lion's Foot to go up the inside here of turn 2. He's going to think better of that one. He's got VMX diving up the inside of Ambachui. VMX up into P2, but he's had a little bit of a moment. Ambachui's going to take that position. So Ambachui in P2. VMX getting swamped here. Nicky's up into P3. Nicky driving a brilliant job at the moment. Let's have a look back and see what the boys are doing. Effie here challenging Lion's Foot. Lion's Foot there. Thought he was going to dive up the inside of the first corner. Oh, Effie with a little bit of a twitch. Bruce up into P6. We've got VMX falling backwards all the time. He's losing places left, right and centre. And Disco here is going to pick up the pieces of that one. Clark into the wall. Who's that in the background? I think that's DJ Phil there spinning in the background.
Are you kidding me again? VMX has just squeezed me in the phone.
And Ambachui looks like he's made the move here ahead of that. So Tuggy Bear losing places. We've got Ambachui in the lead of the race. Nicky making inroads all the time. Is Nicky going to try and make a move for the lead of the race here? Ambachui, our man from South Africa, racing out of Ireland, holding on to P1 as we come round to complete the first lap. They're going to come around the last turn. Nicky having to defend here. Lion's Foot looking very, very feisty there. Down the straight to complete the first lap. Let's have a look back to see. So our leaders from the last race. Duftinho's in P9, Yasko P10, Leo P13. These boys not making the sort of progress that we're used to seeing on the first lap here in the feature race. Is Nicky going to go for a move into turn 2? No, he's not close enough this time around. Thinks better of it. But Ambachui there holding on for P1. Just 0.4 of a second separating these boys. Nicky definitely appears to have a pace advantage at the stage in the race. And you can see there just a slipstream. He's gaining on him all the time. He's going to go for a move. Nope, not close enough. And maybe he got a slowdown penalty down there. Looked like he backed off a little bit. Effie here having a fantastic start to the race. He's up into P3. Just 1.8 seconds off the lead. Effie started in P7. And he's really got off the line brilliantly. Bruce Law likewise up into P4 from P8 on the grid. So these guys making the dream start to this race. Duftinho has got around Tuggy Bear. So Duftinho flying through the pack as well. We're going to stick with our leaders here as Ambachui leads the pack coming out of the last turn. Nicky definitely with him. Still for company, not letting Ambachui get away with this one. Heading around turn 1. Definitely in the slipstream. Nicky is closing on Ambachui. Unbelievable amounts at the end of the straight, but he's leaving it too late. That car definitely has the pace at the end of the straight. It's just, he can't get it on the back of him coming out of the corners. And this is going to let Effie, Nicky getting held up by Ambachui is going to allow Effie to pull up onto the back of these boys. Effie currently running P3, made an absolutely fantastic start to this race. And we'll be looking to build. Oh, as Ambachui loses the car, Ambachui into the wall. Yellow flag through sector 2. Yellow flags. Look out, boys. Ambachui's in the wall. Nicky's in the lead, but Effie dives up the inside. Effie makes the move. He's up into P1. Is Nicky going to try and fight back here? Nicky's going to try and make a move up the inside. Nicky Rennie Patterson. Up the inside of Effie, takes the lead of the race. Nicky back up into P1. Is he going to defend the position coming out of that corner? Nicky's going to hold on. Still holding the inside line. Effie's going to go around the outside of him. And what a move there from Effie up into P1. Fantastic driving from both of those guys going wheel to wheel, side by side through the last corner. So Effie leading the race here at the end of lap 4. Nicky not letting this one go, still in the slipstream, still chasing him down. Is Nicky going to try and make a move up into turn 2? He's going to have to go the long way around because Effie's going to cover the position on the inside. And Nicky's going to try the cut back, but it's not going to work for him. Getting understeer coming through that corner, definitely not set up for that sort of thing. And Bruce Thor now attacking the back of Nicky here. Bruce Thor and Duftinho carving their way through the pack. And Duftinho is going to have a little look here at Bruce Law, who's got a little bit out of shape there going through turn 4. And Nicky in turn seems to have a little bit of a wobble. That's going to allow Bruce Law to have a look. Duftinho's going to make him... No, he's not. Has to back out of it. It looked like Duftinho was going to go for a dive there. Duftinho in the end had to pull out of that one because Bruce Law was going to close the door on him otherwise. Our Pro LMP1 driver, Bruce Law, doing a fantastic job here. Currently in a podium spot in our feature race. Let's have a look back and see where our front runners from the sprint race are. Yasko VR making some progress now. He's up into P6. He's looking at the back of Uni Clark. Is he going to go for a move up the inside? No, Uni Clark too far ahead at this stage. Johnny on the back of these guys as well, looking to feast on these remains as these boys battle on. Coming into the last turn, is Yasko going to try the undercut out of the last corner? He definitely gets a nicer exit coming out of that turn, and he's going to slot nicely into the slipstream of our man from Swindon. Duftinho hassling the back of Bruce Law, but Bruce Law still not finding a way around Nicky. Nicky seems to have got the hammer down at the end of that lap. He's pulled out a little bit of a gap. Bruce Law goes very, very deep, and Bruce Law will lose out plenty of time there. Duftinho pick up some pieces up into P3, and now we'll have a crack at our man from Silverstone. And he's going to have a little look here, Duftinho, but he's not close enough that time around. He's going to cut back and have a look down the straight. But Nicky again with a fantastic edge down these in how to defend. Really textbook stuff from our man Silverstone Marshall, new addition to the Robbins Racing League. Follows us on Twitter. Check him out on Twitter, by the way. Make sure you follow him. He's on our retweets on the Robbins Racing Twitter. Definitely check him out. Nicky doing a fantastic job in P2, holding on to that position. Duftinho, we know, is going to be hungry for that position. He's obviously Duftinho, third position in our GT3 championship coming into this race. A very consistent performer, always there or thereabouts, usually on the podium, I must say. Nicky with a little bit of a compromised exit, so Duftinho is going to slot nicely into the slipstream. Let's see if he can outpace him coming down towards turn 1. This long, never-ending right-hander where the tyres really do suffer. Duftinho there on the soft tyres, so that is a little bit of a gamble, but it could pay off. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but he really needs to get this move done on Nicky, because those tyres are going to be wearing no end. Nicky also on the soft tyres. Duftinho's going to try on the outside. Nicky into the wall. Duftinho makes the move up into P2. Duftinho, nice move there from our Czech driver, and that's Nicky's now going to find himself prey to Yasko VR, championship leader, race winner in the sprint race. Our Bosnian-based driver is on a mission now. The gap to the leader 4.4 seconds, so Yasko's absolutely flying at the moment. Having a look back at Leo in 13th place, I believe he is pitted. I'm not certain on this one. Maybe Leonardo Joe Pereira has been in the pits. I don't know if we can get word from the pit. If anyone can confirm that, we've just heard confirmation from the pit lane. Leonardo has been into the pits. He's running in clear air down in P13. He can really get his foot down and definitely benefit from this. We know a pit stop, the pit lane, obviously very long here at Long Beach, so you definitely lose plenty of time when you come into the box. So Leo will definitely be looking to get the ascendancy on Yasko, who's carving his way through the field. Yasko up into P3. Up ahead of Uni Clark, and Nicky dropping places all the time. Nicky down into P5. So Duftinho, the gap to FE 2.8 seconds at the minute. And Yasko definitely quicker than Duftinho at this stage in the race, closing in on him no end at the moment. We're going to have a look at our battle for P5 here. We've got Johnny with Disco McDisco face all over his rear mirrors. That famous red AMG hunting him down. And Uni Clark there in the foreground. Our man from Swindon doing a good job. P4. 6th in the GT3 standings coming into this round. 193 points. Actually pretty close in the championship with Disco. So this is a definite score to be settled in this one. Just 13 points separates those two in the battle for P6 in the championship. These boys coming over the line. Clark leads Johnny, leads Disco in the battle for P4. Looking back at our boys in P2 and 3, Duftino closing on the lead of Yaffe, but in turn Yasko VR is going to try around the outside of Duftino. It's the Lamborghini team fighting it out again. Duftino holding him off for now, but Yasko on the warpath here. Oh, a little bit of a wobble from Duftino. That's going to allow Yasko to try around the outside here. Is he going to get around him? No. Looks like he got a slowdown penalty there. Yasko backing out of that one. And both of these boys losing time to Effie. So all the time while these guys battle on, Effie extending the gap. And if we have a look back, let's keep an eye on Leonardo, because obviously having pitted, he could definitely find himself in the box seat in this race. 35 seconds is gap to Effie at the front. Running in clear air. Depends on if he's got the pace over Effie, but Effie at the moment proving why he's up in the position that he is, because he really has driven fantastically, has got his foot down, got on with the job. Oh, there's a pile up in the final corner. What's going on here? Is that DJ Phil there? DJ Phil got a little bit out of shape there coming into the last turn, and unfortunately there for those guys obviously got caught up. That wasn't really DJ Phil's fault. He just had a moment coming into the last corner, and as a result has got caught up with these guys. So these guys are a little bit hampered by that, and Yasko's going to drop time. So that means that Yasko's down in P4. Duftino holding on to P3, but that's allowed Johnny to catch up with him massively. So Johnny now on the back of him. Having said that though, Duftino does seem to have a pace advantage in that Lamborghini. So Yasko's got it all to do again, due to that slightly unfortunate incident there for him. And Disco Face is going to try around the outside of our Bosnian. Is he going to hold it? Our man from Scotland's going to have the inside for the next corner. He's going to dive up the inside. Disco Face makes the move, and Yasko VR into the wall. But that wasn't really, I wouldn't say that's, well, bit of a Rubbings Racing there. Disco lets him through. Nice to see the boys marshalling themselves. That's what it's like in the Rubbings Racing League. We don't need the stewards to deal with it. These guys know how to race, know when they've overstepped the mark, and Disco doing the right thing there. Good to see there from our man. As we see, that looks like Duftino. I thought he was pulling off into the pits there, but it looked like he maybe just had a slightly compromised entry out the last corner. So Duftino there, our check man, currently running P2. Did lose a bit of time in that last corner shenanigans. But the gap to... Oh! Duftino is in the wall! Oh no, that's unbelievable. Duftino hits the wall, and that's going to allow Yasko and Disco to catch up to him. Disco's still not letting Yasko go, still hassling the back of that Lamborghini. And Duftino's all over the show. That's going to allow Yasko to try at the inside here. Yasko pulls alongside. Is he going to go up the inside? Yasko up into P2. Duftino in the wars and struggling with that green Lamborghini. That rear end's all over the place. And is Disco going to try up the around the outside of Duftino? No, thinks better of it. Has to go around the long way. In the end, backs out of it. Duftino grimly holding on here for the final podium spot, but definitely struggling with that car. It's been in the wall at least 3 times in this race so far. Having a look back here at our battle for P6, Bruce Law closing onto the back of Clark. So keeping an eye on boys who have pitted, Leonardo and Johnny have both been in the pits. So just for a bit of context for this race, so you understand, so the guys just joining us on the stream, Leonardo in P11, Johnny in P13, both been in the pits already. So these guys will potentially come into play when the guys at the front make their mandatory pit stop. There is a mandatory pit stop in this feature race. It's a 33 lap race. We're currently on lap 12. 1 mandatory pit. These all guys, they don't need to change their tyres. All they need to do is come in, stop in the box and go again. That's the rule. They can change tyres if they want, if they need to, but that will be an extra 15 seconds in the box or so. So these guys really want to minimise that time. If they don't need to make the tyre change, then they really want to be in and out of that box in a second or two. And with the technology that these pit crews have available to them, it's definitely possible to do. Uni Clark here with Bruce Law all over his mirrors now. And Uni Clark here all over the back of Nicky. So Nicky not fighting that one too hard. Looks like Uni Clark's through, and Bruce Law's going to be next up. He's going to try on the outside of Nicky. He is going to go up the inside of the hairpin, the last hairpin, and it looks like Bruce Law up into P6. So he's going to be trying to chase down Uni Clark. These guys have been battling quite a bit so far in this feature race so far. Running back with our race leader Effie. Gap is now 8.3 to Yasko. So Yasko closing that gap a little bit now. He was 1.5 seconds faster that last time around. So it will be interesting to keep an eye on our championship leader Effie. A little bit of a wobble there, maybe feeling the pressure. He knows our man from Bosnia is chasing him down. And at quite a rate of knots at that. Duftinho's into the pits. And he's out of the pits. So Duftinho comes out in P11 just behind Tuggy Bear. Duftinho third in the championship. Maybe an outside chance of reeling in Leonardo in the championship. He is about 62 points behind him in the championship, so that is no mean feat. But a consistent good job from Duftinho, and looks like Tuggy Bear lets him through there, lets him get on his way. They're in different races, to be fair to them. So Tuggy Bear, nice driving, good clean driving, respect shown between the boys. Duftinho is through into P11, 40 seconds off the pace, 35 seconds maybe for a pit stop. So Duftinho potentially could get a sniff of it. We've got Leonardo, who is 30 seconds behind our leader Effie. So when these boys at the front pit, this is going to play Leo right into play. And the gap in the championship was 31 points before this race. Obviously Yasko. Oh, who's that? Who's that in the wall? That's DJ Phil. DJ Phil Green out of the race. We got no idea what happened. There's his onboard footage. We're just seeing the other guys just driving by past him. He's pulled off onto an escape road. So DJ Phil, something wrong with the car. He is out of the race. That is gutting for him. And Lions Foot there, letting Leonardo go through. Again, driving different races at the minute. So good to see Lions Foot showing respect there to our man in P2 in the championship. Leonardo got to be the favourite for the win for this race. 29 seconds off the pace, and with Effie and Yasko still having to pit. He's in the box seat at the moment, but Yasko, we know, is going to get his foot down. He's got bags of talent, bags of pace, and bags of experience. Certain that Yasko is going to play himself into contention in this one, and he's lapping faster than anybody else. Yasko with a 1:18.2 the last time around. Leo with a 1:19 dead, so Yasko 0.8 of a second quicker. He's lapping 2 seconds faster than our leader Effie. Once Yasko gets past him, or once Yasko gets up to him, sorry, Effie is going to be more or less a sitting duck for our championship leader. 2 seconds faster. Absolutely flying. Absolute credit to the league as Yasko we are. Pole man in our last 6 events here at Robbins Racing. Back to our battle for P4. Bruce Law just sort of holding on here from Uni Clark. He seems to have got around him at some point, but Uni Clark definitely looking feisty, like he wants to fight back. Is he going to go for a move? Nope, not close enough that time. But these guys very, very evenly matched. We saw in the sprint, and we're seeing again now in the feature race. So Uni Clark going to get a nice exit out of the last corner. He's definitely slotting into the slipstream of our man in front of him, our Pro LMP1 driver Bruce Law, and our Pro Touring Car driver Uni Clark, both Pro GT3 drivers. Multi-talented drivers in our GT3 field. These are our Pro drivers, always putting on a good show. Uni Clark losing a little bit of time running into the wall, so that's definitely going to compromise him. Bruce with a little bit of a buffer, pulling out the gap. Yasko 2.8 seconds behind our race leader Effie. Again, another 2 seconds he took out of that lead last time around. Yasko really on the pace. Absolutely flying at this stage in the race. Really has got that car nailed to the ground. So much pace in that Lamborghini. Perfectly set up, that car. Really does seem to have that car working to perfection at the minute. Over the line he comes. Let's see what this lap time's like for Yasko. 1:18.5 that last time around. He took another 1.2 seconds out of our race leader. Looking back, Uni Clark closing back onto Bruce. Looks like Bruce may have had a moment. Uni Clark into the pits. Our man from Swindon pulls into the pit lane. So let's see what these boys can do for him in the pit lane. See if his pit crew have put all their practice to good work. As he pulls into the box. Wow, I didn't even see him stop there. Fantastic stop there from the boys. He can thank them, buy them around after this race, because that was absolutely phenomenal. Our leader at the front, 1.7 seconds between Effie and Yasko. Still keeping an eye though on what Leo Pereira's doing in P6 at the moment. He's coming up on Nicky. Let's see if Nicky's going to fight him for this one. Won't blame him if he puts up a fight. Nicky doing a solid job in P5. Led the race for a couple of laps. Made a phenomenal start to this one. Went from 5th to 1st in the first couple of laps. And we see a little bit of contact there as Leo barges his way through. A little bit of Robbins racing. Leo up into P5. Continues on his way. And I have a feeling that that gap to the front, which is 27 seconds, will come down once Effie and Yasko start fighting. And that gap, 1.4 now. So Yasko definitely making inroads here on our race leader Effie. Soon he will have that slipstream. Maybe might struggle in the dirty air. Nicky's into the pit lane. Yasko within a second now. We're keeping tabs on our boys at the front because this is where it's all going on. This is where the points are won and lost, boys, ladies and gentlemen. 35 points for a win, 30 for second place. Massive difference between the two. This is where championships are won and lost. And it's the championship that Yasko and Leo so desperately want to win. A GT3 championship, a staple, the blue ribbon of the Robbins Racing. If you want to get involved in Robbins Racing, head to www.robbinsracing.co.uk. Get yourself involved, sign up to the championships, become a part of the action that you see live in front of you. As we come into turn 2, there looks like a lap car there. That is Lion's Foot going other way. No, it's not Lion's Foot. Can't be Lion's Foot. Maybe DJ Full? No, DJ Full is in the wall, so I'm not sure who that was, but Effie and Yasko. Yasko ever closing on the back of him. It must be a matter of time before he pulls onto the back of that car, and it is in the slipstream. We'll go for a move at some point on this lap, I'm sure. Still keeping an eye on our man in P4, Leo. 25 seconds now. Yasko brings it in now. He comes out in traffic behind Amber Chewy. Having said that though, he's getting held up here behind Effie, so it's a big decision now for Yasko. He pits now. He will come out behind Leo for sure, but he will come out also with some traffic. However, he will not be being held up by our race leader Effie, so big decision now. Effie, of course, with the race lead, has got this race under his control at the moment, doing a fantastic job in P1. Made a great start off the line, has controlled this race since then, but Yasko's been nipping away at him consistently over the laps. So we're just going to have a quick run through. Effie, Yasko, Bruce, Amber Chewy, all yet to pit. Duftino, Disco Johnny, Uni Clark, Nicky, Lionsfoot have all been in the pits. So that is your rundown. That is who's pitted and who hasn't. So just so you know what the order is more or less going to be when they come out. But obviously we've got to leave some of that to the imagination and see what happens, because this is set to be a cracking finish to this race. We're on lap 20 of 33 here. We're just over half distance. We'll soon be moving into the latter stages of this race. Yasko having another look up the inside of Yeffy, but he's not close enough that time around. Effie just doing a consistently good job at the moment. Yasko not able to find a way past, it seems, at the moment. Let's see what sort of lap times they're doing. Yasko in clear air was doing low 118. Yasko's into the pits, so we're not going to see what he was going to do that time around. Last lap from Effie was a 119.8. He's responded a little bit, but Yasko knew he was losing plenty of time behind Effie there, and thought best thing to do would be to bring it into the pit lane, because at the end of the day he's going to be losing so much time behind that car. He's better off bringing it in and trying to chase Leo down on the track. So let's have a look and see what Yasko's doing in the pit lane. Looks like he's been in the box. He's now been released. Where is Leonardo? Leonardo's coming over the start-finish line now. So Yasko hasn't been in the box yet. There's his pit crew. What's it going to be for the Lambo boys? Here we go. Wheel nut on and off. There we go. He's been released. Leonardo, where is he? Leonardo's by, so Leonardo's well clear. You saw in the background there that yellow Lamborghini. Leo, Joe Pereira with a clear lead over Yasko at the moment. So Yasko in P4. However, looks like Yasko's just about got ahead of Ambachui. So the traffic that I predicted hasn't come about the way I thought it would. The gap between Leo and Yasko, 6 seconds. With 12 laps of this race left. Effie currently our man in P1. Is going to want to get his foot down as much as he can. I think he's better off pitting as soon as possible and trying to cover off these guys by getting track position on them, but he's staying out at the moment, getting his foot to the gas. 19.9 last time around from Effie. Leo, let's see what he's doing. Leo's slower that last time round of 21.1. So Leo's struggling in comparison to our race leader. And a pit stop around this track costs you around 30 seconds. So at the minute, as things stand, Leo will come out ahead of our race leader Effie. I'm assuming the race leader. It'll be interesting to see where Effie and Yasko come out in relation to each other, because obviously we have seen that Effie was definitely holding Yasko up when they were racing. That's no slight on Effie at all. Effie doing an excellent job, really commanding this race at the moment. But it was definite. It was very apparent even that he was holding Yasko up. Yasko couldn't find a way past, so credit to Effie for doing a great job of keeping him behind him. Be interesting to see if Yasko, with clear air at the moment, can bridge that gap and get ahead of him when Effie comes into the pits. But at the moment, Effie's gap to Leo, 25 seconds. Bruce Law running in P2. Haven't spoken too much about him at the moment, but he's doing a solid job. And looking down the order, once he comes into the pits, I reckon he'll be coming out around P7 or P8. But the unpredictability of the Robbins Racing League is why we watch it. It's why we love coming to here. And if you guys want to get involved in Robbins Racing, just head to www.robbinsracing.co.uk. Join the most authentic sim racing experience on the PlayStation 4 platform. Be one of these guys on the track, having your name shouted out. Become a part of the action that you see live on the track. So that's www.robbinsracing.co.uk. Get yourself involved. Join our championships. Season 3 sign-ups will be starting up from next Sunday onwards. Get yourself involved. Tuesday touring cars being shown live on the Robbins Racing channel from Watkins Glen Short. Then we got the Thursday Night Lights series on Thursday, obviously. We've got the GT4 Ginettas on Silverstone National on Friday night, and the LMP ones on Saturday. Be sure to tune in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and turn those post notifications on so you can keep up to date with everything going on Robbins Racing. Follow us on Twitter at Robbins Racing, at Rubbing Racing, sorry. Instagram also the same, Rubbing Racing without the S, Robbins Racing just without the S. Very easy. And hit a follow, keep up to date with everything that's going on, all the news, all the latest views. So Leonardo 25 seconds behind our race leader Effie. Yasko closing the gap now. Yasko a full second faster than Leonardo that last time around. Definitely closing that gap. Leo's going to be a little bit shaky knowing that Yasko's definitely closing that gap on him. So this is for championship position at the end of the day. We got Yasko winning the sprint race today, so he would have gained 5 points. That would have left him 37 points ahead of Leo in the championship. So 37 points the gap before the feature race. Going to be fascinating to see if Leo can hold his nerve. As it stands, Leo and Yasko will jump Effie when Effie comes into the pits. Effie should have the podium place all but sealed. Duftino could be a threat to that one. He's 34 seconds off the pace at the minute, but we always know he's consistent and always there, ready to pounce. We're on lap 24 here, 9 laps of this feature race here at Long Beach left to go. It's been a fascinating race so far, and it's not over yet. Having a little look back, looks like Nikki here is closing up onto the back of Amber Chewy. This is our battle for P9. Is he going to have a little look? Maybe not close enough that time around, but Nikki definitely has the pace on him. Last time around, these guys pretty much inseparable in lap time. Great to see the boys fighting. Back with our race leader Effie. Excellent job. He must have made a mistake at some point on this lap actually, because just having a look at the split times there, it looks like the boys have definitely closed in a little bit on him. Duftino now within 30 seconds of Effie. If I were Effie at this point in the race, I would pit in, cover off Duftino, potentially come out ahead of him and keep onto that P3 spot. But at the end of the day, he's going to make his own decision. He's maybe got a strategy that he's going to stick to. His pit crew telling him to do one thing. But a little bit of damage on the front of that car. You can obviously see that light definitely being taken out. So one light on, one light off, doing a little wink for the cameras as he comes around turn 1. But still doing a solid job. Leo 18 seconds behind. So when Effie pits, I'll just reiterate in case you're just joining us. Effie's leading the race. He has not pitted. Leonardo Joe Ferreira in 3rd place has pitted. He will assume the race lead because Bruce Law also has not pitted. So the top 2 haven't pitted. 3 and 4 have pitted. These guys will assume 1 and 2 when the top 2 pit. So Leo and Yasko are technically fighting for the win in this one. Duftino also looks like he will be battling Effie for the final podium spot when we get to that point. Let's have a look at the battle for P6. Disco McDisco Face with Johnny all over the back of him, and that's them just lapping VMX in the background. So VMX doing a nice job there, adhering to the blue flags. Good job there from VMX. Nice work, mate. Let's have a look and see if Johnny can get onto the back of Disco. These two have been fighting non-stop in this sprint and the feature race. These guys constantly going wheel to wheel, and once again proving non-stop on-track action in our feature race. Oh my goodness, Johnny into the wall. Loses the back end. That will lose him heaps of time there. Gets it going. Johnny has got it going again. But that's going to drop him well off the back of Disco. So Disco now with a comfortable cushion. And our race leader Effie is into the pits. So that is going to allow Bruce Law into the lead of the race. But Bruce Law still to make his mandatory pit stop in this race. So when Bruce Law makes that mandatory stop, Leonardo will take the lead. Currently, Leonardo 0.6 of a second slower than our championship leader Yasko that last time around. The gap between him on the track, 2 seconds. Man, this is going to be a fantastic end to this race. The 2 guys in 2 and 3 have pitted already. Our leader, Bruce Law, still yet to do his mandatory stop. So I will just remind you guys, the race leader still to do his mandatory stop. 2 and 3 are our men who are fighting for the win tonight. Duftino looks like he's going to have GT3 once Bruce comes in. Looks like he's jumped Effie in the pits there. And Leo, Yasko and Duftino all doing fantastic firing lap times there from 2, 3 and 4 at the moment. 118s consistently. Yasko is second and a half, 1.6 seconds off of our man in P2, Leo. Be interesting to see when Bruce Law comes into the pits. When he does, it'll become much clearer as to the pecking order. And he is into the pits. Bruce Law in to make his mandatory stop. So Leonardo comes over the line to lead lap 27. We have got 6 laps remaining here at Long Beach in our feature race for round 8 of the Robbins Racing GT3 Championship. We have got a hell of a battle on, ladies and gentlemen, for the race victory. Leonardo and Yasko, a second separates these boys. They're 1 and 2 in the championship. Leonardo hoping to turn the tables a little bit on Yasko in this round. Yasko with a 37-point gap in the championship. 35 points for a win, 30 points for second. If Leonardo wins this race, he closes 5 points on our championship leader. This could be vital in his hopes to keep the championship alive. And a morale boost for Leo, 100%. He's going to be absolutely motivated in these final few laps, but Yasko has been consistently closing on him. However, we've seen in this race so far that Yasko's car definitely struggles in the dirty air following other cars. So this is definitely not swinging completely in his favour at the moment. But Leo doing a solid job still. Having a look down the order, so we've got Disco running P5. Seems to have cleared Johnny off a little bit. Bruce Law has got Uniclark not too far behind him. Other than that, we're pretty spread out apart from the front two. 0.6 of a second separating our top two. Into turn 2. 5 laps remain in our feature race. Anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen, and it usually does in the Robbins Racing League. As we see the lap car there moving out of the way. Nice driving there from Nicky. But Yasko with his headlights on, yeah, with his mirrors full, will know he's there. Yasko will be keen to make his presence felt. But Leo not budging at the moment. Holding strong, holding firm, and keeping that P1. And the more that Yasko gets held up by Leo here, the more that he will get frustrated and start driving more aggressively. And we're seeing here Yasko made a little bit of contact with the wall back there, so definitely pushing that car. And in the turbulent air, that Lamborghini is 100% struggling a little bit. We've had a retirement from Disco McDiscoface there. Just told his team over the team radio that he is done for this race. That's a shame. Our Scotsman retires from the feature race on lap 29. Goodness knows why he's retiring from the race with only 4 laps left to go. But obviously something wrong with the car there. So we're staying with our 2 race leaders. Leo, the gap 0.3 of a second. Last time around 0.3 of a second in Yasko's favour. Yellow flags in the roundabout. That's Tuggy Bear there, lost the car on the exit of the roundabout. Look out, boys, coming through sector 1. Yasko not able to get close enough to Leo at the end of the straights to go for a move. And Leo using all of the track there available. Almost getting the wall there, skimming it slightly. The tension must be unbelievable for these guys, especially Leo. He's led for the last few laps in this race. He knows all he's got to do is stay in front of our championship leader, and he can take a massive chunk out of Yasko's championship lead at the top of the standings. Out of the last corner now to start what will be lap 31 of this race. Disco Face saying he's unhappy with his car being peppered during this one. Well, that's unfortunate. Disco will have to refer to the stewards panel for that one and have a look at that, because that's not what's meant to be happening in these races. What we've seen on the stream has been exemplary clean racing, and obviously there's been a few bits and bobs behind the scenes that Disco's not happy with, which we will make sure are dealt with in our stewards panel. We've got a dedicated stewards panel on our Discord who sort out all of the on-track incidents and off-track incidents even actually. Any misconduct that the stewards see fit to intervene. In the background, these boys closing in on him, about to come round to lap him, so Amatui will have to adhere to the blue flags being shown in just a second, and he does so. Our South African man racing out of Ireland, driving a good race here. P8 at the moment, solid job from our man. He is being lapped, but don't let that fool you. These guys at the front, absolute out of this world, the pace that these guys are setting at the front. Leo still holding on from Jasko. Leo was it, but Jasko surely wants it, and Jasko with a lovely exit out of that last turn. He's going to have possibly a chance here in the slipstream. Leo's going to have to go defensive, but which way is he going to go? Because he's got the inside for this corner, but then for the outside for the next corner. And Leo's not going to go defensive. Jasko goes to the inside, goes for the dive. Leo's going to defend it, cuts him off. Leo slams the door there coming into turn 2, so Jasko has to back out of that one. But he's going to get a nice run out of this one. Through the roundabout they go. Leo just about holding on. Fantastic, uncompromising driving there from Leonardo Joe Pereira, holding on to that P1 with everything he has. On the penultimate lap of the feature race for round 8 of the Robbins Racing GT3 Championship, the blue ribbon showpiece staple event of the Robbins Racing League. These guys not giving an inch, and Jasko's going to have a chance here. He's going to try out the inside. Contact there between the two boys, and there's Leo's into the wall, and Jasko is up into P1. A little bit of Robbins Racing, bit of nudging, and Leo's going to get a nice run coming out of that corner. Leo's going to try around the outside. Leo back into P1, round the outside of our Bosnian, and I fear that Jasko may have had to relinquish the position there, otherwise the race directors, the race stewards would have had to get involved there. We're about to start the final lap here at Long Beach. This has been an unbelievable feature race. We're into the final knockings of this one, and Jasko's going to get a lovely run coming down the main straight. Leo on the outside, he's going to have the inside for turn 2, so Leo, can he fight back? Jasko on the outside has the lead. Leo's going to dive up the inside, but Jasko's going to hold on to the position. Jasko into P1. Jasko takes the lead on the start of the final lap. Can he hold it? Or is Leo going to fight back in the latter stages of this lap? Jasko VR, our championship leader, showing why he is where he is, with a lovely move there coming into turn 2, round the outside of Leo. And Leo, there was nothing he could do to fight it. He's been fighting this man for the last few laps of this race. Really has driven perfectly. Couldn't have done a better job. Hats off to Leo. So unlucky in this race. It looks like Jasko's got this one, barring any kind of catastrophe for our championship leader in the last half a lap here for our feature race for the round 8 of the Robbins Racing GT3 Championship. Into the last few corners now. All Jasko has to do is keep it going, keep it pointing in the right direction, and he will be the race winner for our feature race and extend his championship lead. Jasko VR out of the final corner with a fantastic drive from the back of the field. Leo flashes his lights, says good race, brilliant driving, fantastic battle from these two. They gave us a hell of a fight in the latter stages of that race. Hats off to both of you. Duftino completes the podium in third, flashes his lights there. Great driving from Duftino, came from the back also, had a few incidents with the wall. Effie's going to come around in P4, led the race for the majority of it. Had to pit at the latter stages of the race, obviously, for his mandatory stop. Good driving from Effie. Nice job, mate. Uni Clark is going to come home in 5th place. Just, I think, although Bruce Law's going to push him for it. Out of the final hairpin. Oh, a little bit of a wobble from Uni Clark, but he's going to hold on for P5. So, Uni Clark, our man from Swindon, in 5th place. Bruce Law in 6th. And then we've got a long gap. I think Amber Chewy's the lap down. So that is going to be that. That's all she wrote for the feature race. For round 8 of the GT3 Championship. What a race from our two men at the front, Jasko and Leo. Hats off. Brilliant driving from both of those boys. They really knew how to put on a show. I feel desperately unlucky for Leo. And just having a look at Jasko's fuel gauge there. He had 1 litre of fuel crossing the line. Judged that one perfectly. Someone's been doing some race sim running. So good preparation there from our Bosnian. in total preparation for this one. Takes the race victory, just under a second ahead of Leonardo Joe Pereira in second. Then Duff Tino completes the podium. Effie in fourth, Uni Clark in fifth, Bruce Law, Amber Chewy, Nicky in eighth place. Good driving, great outing for him. Lions Foot and Johnny completes the top 10. VMX, good outing in his first appearance in the GT3 Championship. Tuggy Bear 12th, DJ Fiddle, a non-finisher for this one. I want to thank everyone so much for watching and for being a viewer on the Robbins Racing YouTube channel. If you want to get involved, all you need to do is head to www.robbinsracing.co.uk. The link will be in the description. I've been Andy. We've been the Robbins Racing League. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Yasko and Leo for the amazing on-track battle. And we'll see you on Tuesday for the Touring Car League. Peace.